So in this video I'm going to talk about the Michelson's interferometer. And what is this Michelson interferometer? So it is a device, this is a practical device that can measure distances or change in distances with great accuracy, and it works on the principle of interference or the interference by thin films. So here we have a source of light, and light is coming from this source, and here we have this mirror which is known as beam splitter, and this is half silver mirror, that is it transmit half of the intensity and reflect half of the intensity. So it is inclined at a 45 angle so that half of the intensity come here to this fixed mirror M1, and this is a silver mirror because it is fully polished, so all of the light will be reflected back. And similarly the light that is reflected from here in this direction will be reflected from this M2, while this M2 is movable. So that is basically the principle, that light comes from source, single source, and then a part of it is reflected and part of it is transmitted, and from this mirror M1 and M1 the light will come back and will be reflected in this direction, and from M2 the light will come here and will be transmitted in this direction. So here they will interact with each other, maybe constructively interfere or destructively, and here on the screen or IR detector, so we will have the fringes. So let's the distance from this beam splitter to this fixed mirror M1 is D1, and the distance from this beam splitter to this movable mirror M2 is D2. So if D2 is equal to D1 and D2 is perpendicular to D1, then we can have constructive interference. And remember that we have taken the thickness of this beam splitter is as negligible, but if it has a certain thickness, then we cannot use this model, then we used to put here another plate, but we are not going to do that. So if D2 is equal to D1, then we can simply assume that this is D2 and this is D1, so they cover the same distance. So this light that is reflected from this point and goes there, and the light that is transmitted from this point and goes here covers the same distance. So if D2 is equal to D1 and D2 is perpendicular to D1, then they will cover the same distance, and therefore there will be constructive interference here. So now look here. So this is our first arrangement, that this D1 is equal to D2. So we on the screen we see this type of pattern because they have constructively interference. Now this mirror M2 is slightly moved away from here, so therefore D2 increases. So this is the condition. Let's say first it was here, and next and this distance was D2, and now it is moved here. So now this is our D2. So if D2 is perpendicular to D1, so we can assume that the first light was coming from here and it was reflecting here. The light that was originating from here, that is being transmitted from here and comes here and then gets back, because the distance is the same, then we can assume that the same light comes here and gets reflected. But now when we have moved this D2 in here, then now this distance D2 increases. So now this is our D1 and this is D2. So we can say that if this mirror M2 is moved at distance D, so this D1 can be assumed, the light that is from here can be assumed to reflected from here, and while the light that from M2 can be assumed as reflecting from here. So now there is a thick slab of air between them whose thickness is D. So this is n is equal to 1, means it is air. So this is M2 and this can be assumed as m is equal to 1. So how much there is a part difference? So this is D, so light comes here and then comes back, so this is 2D. So this 2D is the part difference between this ray that is being reflected from here and there. So the part difference between these two waves is 2D. So if this part difference is of the order of lambda, I mean to say that first we had this arrangement and we were getting this pattern. So if it is moved in such a way that again we are getting this same pattern, then it means that the path difference is a integral multiple of lambda. So from here I can write this d is equal to lambda by 2. Or you know that for any, if we increase distance by lambda or 2 lambda or 3 lambda, so we will get the same pattern. So I can put here n. So d is equal to n lambda by 2. So this is basically the relation between the distance. So that is the idea, that if on the screen you have a particular interference pattern and you move the mirror M2 in such a way that again you get the same pattern, then it's mean that then you can use this relation to find the distance moved, that is d is equal to n lambda by 2, where n is the count, because here let's say we have the first fringe, here we have the second fringe. So when you move d away, so this pattern will come here. So next time we will have this d will be some at the center and the next will come here. So this basically represents the n. So Michelson measured the length of a standard meter and was awarded Nobel Prize. So this was an awesome experiment, because in using this experiment he redefined this standard meter, and he also got this Nobel Prize for this experiment. So that was all for this video. Thanks for watching.